Hey guys, it's day 11 of the Ultimate Better Butt Challenge. Today on the lineup, we have 70 single leg hip thrusts. I'm going to use my bench, so you can always do a one leg bridge. You can use a chair or a sofa if you have. And then I'm going to pair that with 30 side clams. So let's go into it. We're going to do 3 sets, 25, 25, 20, and then 2 sets, 15 side clams per side in between. So let's rock and roll, keep working on technique. So remember, find the base of your shoulder blades, find wherever support that you are doing. Remember, start at the bottom, find that hinge in the hips where your butt's pushing back, think of like a deadlift. And then remember, it's a hinge thrust motion. So knees behind the ankles, and then as you thrust up, knees should stack over ankles, okie doke. So I am going to start with my right leg first. So come to your bridge, left leg up, get a few reps for practice. There's my hinge, there's my thrust. All right, 25, you ready? There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Remember, eyes always stay looking forward. 6, 7. There should be 8. Nothing moving from breastbone down to pubic. I'm sorry, nothing should be moving from breastbone up. There's 10. The only thing that moves is from breastbone to pubic bone. 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. So occasionally I need to, 18, drop my left heel down, but I still have 99% of my load. 20. On my right, I just need a little bit more help from my left leg. Here's 2. We're going to hold up on this last one. 23, 24, last one, hold up, squeeze, raise that leg, hold, squeeze, butt, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Release. So I need to bump my left foot down because if I don't, I feel like I do not allow my hip to extend down and back enough, and I'll pull a lot more from my inner hamstrings. That's also part of the reason why my right hamstring is a little weaker, less range of motion, unless I really practice and control it, slow myself down and focus, because I have the flexibility to do it. I just don't have equal strength. So you just have to know when you start losing that glute contraction and you start feeling just hamstrings, because that is a sign that your butt is getting tired and you're starting to use your hamstring to do the work, and you don't want that. You want your hip, your butt. All right, there's 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, thrust up, squeeze, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, there's 1, 2, oh my goodness, 3, 4, last one, up, hold, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Oh, that was a good set on my left side, not so much for my right, but I'm going to keep on working it. All right, 30 side clams. So this is the one where you were laying on a side. Let's see, I just finished thrusting on my left, so I'm gonna give that a rest for a second, and I'm gonna lay on my left side. So this is the one where your hips are at a 90-degree angle. This one takes a little bit of time to kind of get the mechanics. Remember, as you're lifting up, you are not thrusting forward and creating one straight line. That is side lying. I need you to be more in just a side clam. So maintain the 90, and you're just lifting up here to here. So get the rhythm first of just lifting. Focus on your knees pushing down into the ground. At the same time, when it comes to feet, rather than stacking foot over foot, you can cross your top foot a little bit. Kind of helps also turn the knee down a little bit as you go into your lift on the top leg. So here we go, last one. Now as you come up, remember, we raise that top leg. So here we go, 15. There's 1, 2, 3. So you should feel bottom glute, but you should also feel top as well. Remember, it's not about height. Here's 7, 8, 9, 10. Think of your seated band hip abductions that we did a few days ago. This is 12, 13, 14, last one, 15, change sides. Move cross over. All right. Find your 90s, kind of stack the feet a little bit, find the mechanics, find your lift, and then find that top leg. Ready? Let's do this, 15. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Adjust yourself if you ever feel like your arm is sliding away. There's 10. Oh man, I feel myself fatiguing already. 12, 13. Good quality. And 15. And release. Cross it over, stretch it out. I think that's kind of why I like that we're doing this challenge, because I'm not as pressured for time to get a lot of material in, get a high heart rate, get the calorie burn. Benefit sometimes just slow and controlled. Like they say, right? Slow and steady wins the race. Right, Maxwell? All right. You ready? Round 2, 25. Find your bridge, find your B stance. I'm starting with my right leg in front. Hey, buddy. I have a feeling my dog's gonna come and kiss me. All right. I'm gonna start with a B stance. Maybe on my 3rd round, I will, you know what? I'm gonna raise that top leg. Oh, I'm gonna call this 6. I'm still gonna count my first few reps. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. There's 20, last 5. Here's 4, 3, 2, and 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Release. That was a lot better. A little mechanical twist that I think helped me a little bit more as I'm thrusting up, not only focusing on my knee, aligning over my ankle, but I also kind of felt like my shoulders were going back, like they're being pushed that way as my knees are driving that way, and I'm thrusting my hips up. Although I'm keeping this part tight, I feel like my upper torso is going that way. I'm creating length, contracting as my knees also drive that way, if that makes sense. So that's all about what you think and feel, what you're connecting with. All right, 25, less talking. Here we go. Whoop, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 5 more, 5, 4, 3, 2, last one, hold up, squeeze, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Oh, those last 5 reps, that got me. All right, 15 side clamps. So we just finished working the left. So let's lay on the left side, find your 90, crisscross at the foot, 90, stacked, lift. You're ready? First one's practice. There we go. There's 1, 2, 3, turn sideways. Here we go. 4, does that help? No? 5, just do. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 5. So you should feel your obliques. They work in conjunction with the abductors. 3, 2, and 1. Hold 3, 2, and 1. Change sides. Crisscross. 90s. You ready? Find your hinge. Let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Wow. I made a crisscross. That was tricky for me. Those sideline clamps. I really got to think about it. Keeping my knees 90. I really want to straighten out at the hip and not keep that hinge position. But just like we went really slow, doing those banded seated hip abductions and not just let ourselves crank it out and roll outside the feet, going open, close, right? Gotta really dial in. All right, ready? Last set, 20. Let's start with that right leg, right and left, and then we stretch. So, ready? We go hinge, 20. All right, here we go. 1, bring it back some. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Last one. 20. Hold 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Wow. So another little dialing in. I scooted myself up probably 1 inch more, and that actually made it feel even better. Round 2 was good, but that was good. I felt like I finished on a good note with that set for my right being somewhat weaker. All right, here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Last 10. 9. Remember, it's not about whether your butt touches that ground. It's just wherever you have that hinge to that full extension. 5, 4, 3, 2. Last hold up. Hold squeeze. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Wow. Huh. All right. Stretch. You're done. And if you're going to go and move on to a class, otherwise, I'm going to hang out here for a second. Stretch out my adductors and my hamstrings because I am done filming for today. Oh, that feels good. Cradle one arm, side bend. Every exhale, sink deeper into it. Maybe curl the toes up even more. Flex the feet. Feel how that stretch just traces up. Those muscles start letting go. And last one, I'm going to turn and face my shin. Stretch and lengthen. And release. Sorry, I'm going to curl other side. Side bend. Oh, that side bend, it feels so good, doesn't it? Stretching up that QL, that oblique. And turn and face. 4, 3, 2, and 1. So generally before a workout, I probably will usually eat like a piece of fruit, usually something low GI like an apple or a pear. Love Honeycrisps. Those are my favorite. Brown pears are next. Sometimes I might do like 2 figs or like half a banana. Depends on the size of the banana. Sometimes I like eating the smaller bananas, but eat the whole thing because I hate like eating half a piece of fruit and putting it back in the fridge. There's little things like that. Are you that way? And usually like some almond butter. I usually will use 1 teaspoon, but really I'm putting a tablespoon serving on that teaspoon because I just love almond butter and I have no self-control. So if I use a smaller spoon, it will help me kind of rein in a little bit. And that keeps me satiated. And I also drink a shake. I drink 1 scoop of a whey protein. All right, I'm gonna go into pigeon pose to stretch out my piriformis and the abductors. Let's see what else. Sometimes that's usually like if I'm going to work out within the next 30 minutes after consuming food. Otherwise, if I plan on working out like in another hour or so, I will usually eat like a turkey sandwich, turkey on wheat with mustard. I load up maybe, and I probably eat like an apple also. I'll pair up a little bit higher on the carbs, a little bit longer for my body to digest it. But in about an hour after I consume that, I will then work out. Sometimes I'll have breakfast for lunch, so 2 eggs and an English muffin and some mushrooms and spinach sauteed into it. And then maybe like a cup of berries, something low GI. I know my body, change lights. So I use the fat to kind of slow down the quick sugars from fruit if I'm going to work out immediately. And if I'm going to work out a little bit later after I eat, then I'll up a little bit more on the carbs and it'll sit in my gas tank. And it'll eventually get used. But I keep everything all complex, low GI. It's a little bit of a science. You just have to play around with foods. You have to know what you're going to do, and you have to kind of plan your food a little bit around it. I still fast for the online morning classes for the most part. So my dinner is usually around 7:30. But I don't eat or drink anything other than coffee until after our 9 o'clock. And by then, my metabolism is roaring. Let's see. All right, I think I've stretched everything out. All right, guys, yay! Day 11 in the book. Thanks for hanging out with me if you were stretching. And I'll see you guys for day 12. Bye, guys.